Guys, is my screen visible?
Yes, bro. Visible.
Yeah, guys. I think both Abhi, Soumya, and so Prashant and Pritam, I think you guys can access the marketing cloud. If you face any trouble while logging in, please call me anytime. So while you have logged into the marketing cloud, so you can see this interface, and so you can see this dashboard on your screen. So yesterday we have discussed about in layman terms what is the use of each and every studio inside this marketing cloud. So let us start our first session uh, on email studio. So to navigate to email studio, you need to simply hover on this cloud symbol and you can click on this email option here. Once you navigate to the email studio, here you can see there are totally 7 options are present. So the first uh, you dashboard you are going to see is the overview section. So basically, what is this email studio? So basically, we are going to consider this the email studio as the heart of marketing cloud. So because here you are going to schedule the emails, you can generate the reports, where you can create the content, as well as you can also uh, manage the database of the marketing cloud. So the 30 to 40% of all the tasks which are able to done in the marketing cloud, those things are available in this feature called email studio. So coming to the email studio, the first option you are going to see is the overview. So basically in this overview, you are just going to see the emails which are created recently in this marketing cloud. So here you can see these all are the emails and these all are the campaigns are created in this marketing cloud recently. And in this section you are going to see the emails which are triggered in the past. So all the emails which are scheduled and triggered from the marketing cloud, uh, you can see here. So here you can see there is an email called batch IT email. So this is the name of the email and it was sent on January 24. And here you can see all the emails which are triggered from our marketing cloud in the past at this particular section. And coming to the pending section, here you can see the emails which are scheduled for the uh, future sends. So here we don't have any real-time use cases in this overview. We are just basically seeing what all are the emails which have been triggered from the marketing cloud as well as the emails which are scheduled for the future use. And coming to the next part, this is the content builder of the marketing cloud. Basically, in this content section of the email studio, you are going to create emails. So emails, you can create SMS, you can create push. All those things have been developed here in this content part of the marketing cloud. So before I'm going to start the how to create an email, how to create an uh, message inside the marketing cloud, you need to have an overview on the database structure of the marketing cloud. So let me give you an overview of it. So basically in this marketing cloud, we have totally two types of data structures. The first type of data structure is data extension. And the second type of the data structure you are going to see the list. So basically, what is the difference between these two data structures? So in the data extensions, you can store. There is no limit of data storage inside this data extension. So there is no limit. You can either store 100 million of data, 500 million of data. So there is no any limit of this many subscribers or this many records need to be added in these data extensions. But coming to the list, there is a limit of 500K. 500K is nothing but you cannot store more than 500K subscribers in a list. So this is the one of the drawback of the list. And while you are going to load or import data into a data extension, the import speed is comparatively very high to a list. And in the data extension, you can create more number of attributes. And in the list, you cannot create more number of attributes. So in way these are the difference between a data extension and a list. So let me show you what is a data extension and what is the list and how they are created in this marketing cloud. So before we are going to start creation of the content, we need to have an idea on the data model of the marketing cloud. So the data model of the marketing cloud you are going to access via from this subscribers option. So once we have got an overview on this subscribers, we are going to start the content part of the marketing cloud. So let me start with all subscribers. So what is this all subscribers? Basically, these all subscribers is the parent list of all the subscribers present in our marketing cloud. So whenever a particular subscriber or whenever a particular record receives an email from our marketing cloud account, they are going to be added in this all subscriber list. Let us suppose there is a customer for, let us suppose our client is Amazon, and this and so a person called Prithviraj has been uh, signed up for the emails of the Amazon. So whenever Prithviraj has received email from the marketing cloud, his record is going to be added in this all subscriber list. So, and there is another option to add your record into this all subscriber list is via import. So here you can see there is an option called import. So you can simply import a CSV file or an Excel file with the subscribers information into the all subscriber list. So basically when a particular subscriber receives a email from the marketing cloud account, his record is going to be added in this all subscriber list. Or else if you want to add a particular subscriber manually, you need to import via file import in this all subscriber list. So
Prithvi, how we are going to get the email of that new subscriber?
sorry.
Like how are we getting? For example, Prithviraj is a customer, right? Like Prithviraj is a one of the customer for Amazon. So
Okay.
Amazon, like how Amazon is going to get the email ID of Prithviraj?
So basically when you are going to sign up into the Amazon account or when you are going
Mm-hmm.
to, there are many options, right? You may be registered from online, or they might have conducted some surveys, or they
Okay,
are.
so once we register, like I'll be a subscriber.
Yes. So there are many options to get the data into the marketing cloud. So
Okay.
the problem with Amazon is they will conduct any multiple surveys, or if you log into the Amazon account, you are automatically adding to their database.
Okay.
So while you are, and at that situation, their local service servers have your information, but you are not part of the marketing cloud. So and your information is getting into marketing cloud with the help of SFTP. Do you have an idea of SFTP?
No, no, Prithvi.
So basically, FTP is a server. We
Okay.
can call it as file transfer protocol.
Okay.
So basically, there is a connection with the. So you can see this file called FileZilla, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, there are many FTP servers clients available online. So this is the
Mm-hmm.
probably the most this tool is used by most of the clients. So
Okay.
if you can consider Amazon as our client, and
Mm-hmm.
our client team and your Salesforce Marketing Cloud team will be connected via this FileZilla. So whenever
Okay.
the client is going to drop a file in
Mm-hmm.
this FileZilla, this
Mm-hmm.
marketing cloud is going to catch the file and it is going to import the data into your data extensions. So
Okay. Okay.
so I'm going to show you that process when we are going to start automation.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there are
Got it.
many sources to get data from the third party. You may get the data via API calls, you may get data via this FTP, or you may get data from the Sales Cloud CRM. So there are many ways your client is going to provide data, and you are going to take the data via these sources called FTP or API, or via MC Connect. You are going to store the data into the data extensions. So if a particular subscriber called Prithvi is a part of your data extension, so here you can see there are many data extensions are present. So basically these data extensions are the database of the marketing cloud. If a particular subscriber called Prithvi is present in one of the data extension, though he is present in the data extension, he might be or he might not be a part of all subscriber list. So so this all subscribers list is nothing but it is going to hold the information of the subscribers who has received an email from the marketing cloud. Or if you have imported that particular subscriber manually into this all subscriber list only, that particular subscriber will be available in the all subscriber list. Though he is present in any of the list or any of the data extension, it is not necessary that particular subscriber is that particular subscriber is need to be part of all subscriber list. So it is going to store the information of each and every subscriber who has received from our marketing cloud, right? So let us suppose, let me open one of the subscriber present in this all subscriber list. So here you can see I have clicked on this particular user called kajal@yahoo.com. Yeah, it's loading. So here you can see this is a particular subscriber. Here you can see the status for this particular subscriber. Email hasn't bounced. Here you can see this particular subscriber status in red color, right? Here you can see this costume is in red color. If it is in red color, means that particular subscriber is unsubscribed from the marketing cloud. If it is in green color, means that particular subscriber is active in the marketing cloud. So if you want to make an unsubscribed subscriber active, you should simply click on this activate button. So let us suppose in the real-time use cases, you are working on the marketing cloud and you got a ticket. You got a ticket that this particular subscriber called Preetham has not receiving any emails from the Amazon. So Preetham has called to Amazon customer service and Preetham has asked that, hey Amazon, I am not receiving any emails. Now Amazon guys are going to raise a ticket that why Preetham is not going to why Preetham is not getting any emails from Amazon, any promotional emails or transactional emails. So simply, as a marketing cloud developer, we need to go to this all subscriber list and we need to search for the Preetham. And if you see this is in red color, that particular subscriber is unsubscribed. So we need to make him active. And if you see here, there is an history tab of each and every subscriber. Here you can see in the history tab of this particular subscriber called Kajal. You can see what all are the emails she has been received from the marketing cloud account. So she has received the emails called test email bin. So she received this email multiple times and she received another email called SHSH. So these all are the emails she has received from the marketing cloud. Here you can see the activity. She has opened the email. She has clicked on some of the links present in the email. And this is the date. So here in this history tab, you can also track the activity of each and every subscriber present in your marketing cloud. So if you want to check in the real-time scenarios, you may get tickets that hey Prashant, hey Preetham, why this particular subscriber is not receiving any emails, and client is going to send their email address. So you are going to simply coming to this all subscriber list, click on search, and search for his email address and check whether that particular subscriber is active or unsubscribed. If he is unsubscribed, you can simply make it by clicking on this activate button. You can make him active. So right now you can see this particular subscriber is active because it is in green color. So basically this is going to hold the information of the subscribers who has received the email, and here it is going to show you whether that particular subscriber is active or whether that particular subscriber is unsubscribed from your marketing cloud account. And you can also see the history of history of that particular subscriber, what all are the emails he has received from the marketing cloud account. So we are going to consider this all subscriber list is the parent list of all the subscribers who has received the email from our marketing cloud account.
Prithvi, could you please open any one of the email ID, like once again?
Yeah.
Like subscriber details.
Okay.
Could you please explain us about this total bounces and attributes list, or like, would you going to explain it in the further classes, or?
Yeah, I'm going to explain it because these all are the separate things. So if you see these attributes, you are going to understand while I have started this data extensions. This
Okay.
I haven't started this yet, right? So here you can
Okay.
see from which list he has received the email.
Okay.
So basically, these all things are some different scenarios which are linked up with each and every data source present in the marketing cloud. So you may get confused without having knowledge on list. If I explain, it is like I'm
Hmm.
telling you in vague, right?
Got it, Shruti.
Yeah. So I want to tell you one after one without confusing you guys.
Okay.
So before telling you about this all this, I want to start about a basic thing called a data extension. What is a data extension in the marketing cloud? So data extension is a, we can simply consider it as a database where we are going to store the subscriber information. So let us suppose we are working on a campaign ops project. Campaign ops project is nothing but we are going to create 10 to 12 emails each day, and we are going to schedule those emails on daily basis. So for each and every email, we are not going to target the same set of audience, right? So on that, let us suppose on a Sunday, we are going to, let us suppose our client is Amazon. Amazon wants to schedule five campaigns on Sunday. One campaign they are going to target for the female subscribers. One campaign is going to target to the loyalty audience. One campaign is going to target for new, what do you say, they have got some new products they want to promote with the new subscribers. So there are uh, your client is going to send multiple campaigns to the multiple subscribers. So for each and every campaign, your target audience is not same while you are going to send emails from this marketing cloud. So we are going to create these data extensions in this marketing cloud to store different set of audience in different set of databases. So let us start what is a data extension. So these all are the publication list, separation list, groups. These all are the subsidiary parts where this will be coming to picture while we have start content. So when we are going to start content and where we start triggering the emails, all these publication list, separation list are going to get a part into it. So the basic thing is a data extension. So let me create a data extension here. So here you are going to see what are attributes, all sort of things. So here I'm going to create a basic data extension. So here you can see while we are going to create a data extension, we are going to see there are total three types of data extensions. One is standard, one is filter, and one is random. So let us start with a standard data extension. Now let us suppose our the name of our campaign is Christmas sale. So on 25th of, and our client said that we are going to send emails to all our subscribers giving some offers on the Christmas Eve. So for that particular Christmas campaign, let us create a data extension and import your target subscribers into this data extension. So for that Christmas campaign, let us start creating a database. So I'm going to name it as Christmas scale underscore 2025. And external key will be generated automatically while you have created the data extension. So basically this external key is nothing but it is like an unique identifier or a unique code for each and every data extension. This external key will be unique for each and every data extension. And here you can see the description part. If you want to describe why you are going to create this data extension, you can simply describe it, or else you can skip this part. And here you can see the type is a standard, and here you can see the location. So these all are the folders present in the data extension. So in which folder you want to save the data extension, here you need to select. And I want to store it in the parent folder, which is data extensions. So here after that, here you're going to see the two options. One is sendable and is testable. So what is sendable? If you are going to check this button called is sendable, it is going to that we are going to consent, that we are going to give the consent to this data extension, that all the subscribers present in this data extension, uh, I'm going to consent to send the emails. So it is like giving consent to the marketing cloud that it is a sendable data extension, and we can use this data extension as an entry source while we are going to schedule the campaign so that all the subscribers present in this data extension will receive the email. So here we are going to give the consent that the subscribers will receive the email. And next one is the is testable. Is testable is nothing but while we are going to preview or test our campaign, we can use this data extension for testing. So for testing and to send the email, we need to give the consent. Or if you are not going to use this data extension for sending the email, or if you are not going to testing uh, the email with the audience present in this data extension, you can simply uncheck these options. And next, click on next. After clicking on the next, you can see this retention setting. So
Sorry, Prithvi. Sorry, could you please come again for that is sendable and is testable? I
yeah,
just got confused.
yeah, each sendable is nothing but uh, if you are going to make this as a sendable data extension, you can send emails to the subscribers present in this data extension. While you are going to schedule a campaign, you can use this data extension as a target audience. So all subscribers present in this data extension are going to receive emails. Only sendable data extensions are used in the target while we are going to schedule a campaign, or else we cannot schedule a campaign without a non-sendable data extension. You got my point, right?
Maybe by using that use scenario, like if we get a scenario while triggering the emails, maybe I'll get a good understanding. It's okay, Prithvi, you can proceed.
Yeah. So basically, so let me, I don't want to confuse you. So let me schedule a campaign in a couple of, in a minute. So this is the content part, right? In the
Okay.
content section, you can see many emails present in the marketing cloud. So I want to send the particular email called SSJS, sorry, this email. I want to schedule this email. So I'm going to
Mhm.
click on this drop down, click on send, then click on next. So these don't have any subject here. Let me add a subject here. Click on next. Now, here you need to schedule this. Here you need to add your target audience, right? For this particular
Mhm.
campaign.
Yes, yes.
Now, these all are the data extension which are sendable. Now I'm going to add this data extension as my target. So all the subscribers present in this data extension called Nagura records are going to receive the email. You
Okay.
can only use a particular data extension to target as a target when the particular data extension is a sendable data extension.
Okay. So for example, this Nagore records a sendable data extension, right?
Yes, that's why it is appearing here. Or else if it is not
Okay.
sendable, you cannot see that particular data extension here itself while you're going to
Okay.
schedule a campaign. I'm only
Okay.
able to
Okay.
see this data extension because all these are sendable ones.
So we can say that like all the data extensions are like sendable data extensions itself, right?
No, let us suppose if let us suppose there is a master data extension.
Okay.
And for the campaigns you are going to get or you are going to segment the data from that particular master data extension, and you are never using that master data extension as a target.
Okay.
So that is not a in that case you may use it as a sendable, or else you may not use. Let us suppose
Okay.
in case if any developer in your marketing in your team has
Mhm.
schedule a campaign with the master data extension,
Okay.
and all the subscribers are going to receive the email. It's not correct, right? If
Mm-hmm.
we don't make it e-sendable, though he did a mistake, subscribers will not receive the email. So better
Okay.
we are going to make only those data extensions sendable, which we are going to
Mhm.
use to send to for the target campaigns. So
Okay.
or else you can or else if it is not a if you are not going to use those subscribers to send emails, it is a good practice to do not make those data extensions sendable.
Okay.
Each testable is nothing but let me give you a scenario of each testable also. After you are going to create an email, you are going to preview it, right? Whether that particular email is rendering properly or not. So while previewing the email, you need to preview with a target data extension. So for all the records in the data extension, whether the email is previewing properly or not. If you see for this particular data extension, email is not previewing properly. It is showing an error called invalid subject was detected. So while you are previewing the email, so we haven't started this part yet. While you are going to preview the email, you are going to preview with a data extension, right? So here you need to do the consent that whether this data extension is we are allowing to preview the email or not. Only if it is a testable data extension, we can test on preview that email. So you need to give consent for the both. And after that, you are going to see this option called retention policy. So what is this retention policy is, with the help of this retention policy, here I'm going to give retention policy of as 100 days. So here I'm going to set the retention policy of 100 days. That means after 100 days of the data extension creation, all the records present in this data extension will get wiped off. Means the records present in the data extension will be deleted automatically, so that you are going to manage the storage present in the marketing cloud. Because for each and every campaign present in the marketing cloud, you are segmenting the data from the master table, right? Master table or master data extension. So once this campaign is triggered, there is no use of the target database. So if you want a particular data extension subscribers want to delete it after a particular time, you can use this data retention policy. That means here after setting up this data retention policy, after that particular period of time, all the subscribers or all the records present in this data extension will be deleted. Or else if you don't want to delete the data present in this data extension, you can simply make the retention off, so that the data present in the data extension will never get deleted. Only if we delete it manually. So this is a retention policy. If we on it and if we give a specific time and date, at that particular time, the records present in this data extension will get deleted. So right now I don't want to erase the records, so I'm making it off. Next, click on next. Now here you are going to see here we are going to create the attributes. So what all are these attributes? So attributes are nothing but the fields present in this data extension. So let us create the structure of this data extension right now. The first attribute I'm going to create is the subscriber key. So basically, what is the subscriber key? So this subscriber key is nothing but it is an unique identifier for each and every subscriber present in your marketing cloud account. That means if you go to a school, every student has a roll number, right, as their unique identifier. In the same way, in the marketing cloud, for each and every subscriber present, we are going to assign a unique identifier called subscriber key. The subscriber key will be unique. It is like a unique string or unique 36-digit string for each and every subscriber. And the data type will be text. And here you can see the length. The length, it is best practice to keep until 255. So the subscriber key is a unique identifier for each and every subscriber. So here you can see an option called primary key. Primary key is nothing but in a data extension, if you create any field as a primary key, there will be no duplicate records will be present in this particular field. Let us suppose there is a subscriber called Prithvi. His subscriber key is 12345. And also there is another subscriber called Preetham. And Preetham subscriber key also 12345. Now, we are making subscriber key as a primary key. Primary key, the basic thing of the primary key is not going to allow duplicate entries or duplicate records into a data extension. Now, if both subscribers Prithvi and Preetham subscriber key is same, now the data extension is not going to allow any one of the subscriber to enter into the data extension because it is going to violate the primary key. So in your data extension, if the particular attribute is primary key, it is not going to entertain duplicate values to be allowed into the data extension. And if you can see, there's another option called nullable. So basically, what is this nullable? If you are going to make any attribute as nullable, you should not keep any null values in that particular row. So for, let us suppose in this data extension, there is a particular subscriber called Prithvi, and let me explain with a real-time example. Here I have created another attribute called email, and I'm going to keep the data type as email address. And here I'm going to keep it as non-nullable. If you are going to keep any attribute as a nullable, for that particular record, if there is no entry for email address also, it works because it is a nullable field. Nullable is nothing but if that particular row is null for that particular attribute, it is going to entertain. If you are going to make a particular attribute as non-nullable, there should be a compulsory one value should be added in that particular attribute. So I'm going to show you once how it is going to work once we have created this data extension. So let me make it as a primary key. Let me make email as a nullable field. And let me add another attribute called first name. Let me make it as a text. And I'm also making it nullable. And I'm adding another attribute called country. And I'm making this as non-nullable field. If I'm not checking it, it is obviously it is a non-nullable field. And here I'm going to create the relationship. So here I've added the relationship called subscriber key relates to subscriber on subscriber key. So here we are going to say that in this particular data extension, this particular attribute called subscriber key is the subscriber key. If I'm going to name it subscriber key as an is key, in shortcut, come to send relationship. Is key related to subscriber on subscriber key. As we know, in the marketing cloud, subscriber key is a unique identifier for each and every record present in your marketing cloud account. So here we are going to map that there is a field called SK in this data extension, and it is the subscriber key. Now here I have created the data extension with all these 4 records, all these 4 attributes. And now I'm going to click on the create button. And let me open this contact builder. And you can manage or you can create data extensions in your marketing cloud, both in email studio as well as this contact builder. Here you can see in this here you can come to the contact builder. In the contact builder, you can simply navigate to data extensions. And from here also you can access your data extensions. Now, right now we have created a data extension called Christmas Sale 2025. So right now this data extension has 0 records. Now let us start adding records into it. Now here you can see subscriber key is a primary key. If you see a log symbol here, that particular attribute is a primary key. And you can see the remaining attributes which you have created. Now here you can also see that subscriber key and country are not nullable fields. That means we should compulsory give a value to it. And email and if name are nullable fields. That means if you don't add any entry also, it works. So let me create a record and show you. So let me add one record. prithvi@gmail.com. Prithvi. So here I have added one record. Now, if you come to the data extension properties, subscriber key is a primary key and it's non-nullable and country is non-nullable. So we should definitely give values to it. So these all are the attributes: is key, email, if name, country. These all are the attribute and these all are the values. So as per our data extension structure, SK and country are non-nullable fields. That means they should necessarily, we need to add some values to it. Now I'm giving it India. Now anyone can say we can save this record. Will it add an entry into the data extension? Will we save
No,
it? Could you please say why?
No.
because
Duplication of subscriber key.
Yeah, because in our database, in our data extension, subscriber key is the primary key. Now we are adding a duplicate value because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values already exist here. So if you click on save, so here it doesn't matter for country because though we are adding the same record, it is not a primary key, right? So it doesn't create an issue. You can see it is throwing some error. Now I'm going to change the value and I'm going to save it. Now the entry has been created. Now let us see another scenario. I'm going to add another record. Now anyone can say that we can, it is going to add a record or not.
It will add.
No, it is not going to add because country is
it's
non-nullable.
nullable. Yes, no.
So it is not going to add. So we should give, in the previous example, email and if name doesn't created any problem because these are nullable fields. But here country is a non-nullable field. Here you need to add a value to it. So now it is going to add a record into the database. Guys, I see only 1 minute left. Can I share another session? Invite in the link in the group. Please
Sure,
join.
Prithvi.
Okay.
Yeah, because Zoom is providing only 40 minutes of 40 minutes to record a session.
Sure, Prithvi.
Yeah,
We'll join
I'm
for another.
sharing on that.
Okay.
Guys, is my screen moving? Hello.
Yeah, Prithvi, you're audible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My-
visible.
Yeah. Now here you can see these two buttons in the data extensions, like import and export. With the help of this import and export button, we can export or we can import a CSV file into the data extension. And with the help of this export button, you can download the audience present in this data extension.
Prithvi, hold on for a minute. I think Abhishek has not joined the call, it seems. Okay, he's on the call.
Yeah, I see.
I'm on the call.
Okay.
Now, let me export the data present in this data extension. To export the data into your local as a CSV file, you can simply click on this export button, and you need to check this button called browser download. And if you want any delimiters or if you want to this file which is generated in a particular name, you can change the name. And you can simply click on this export button. Now you are going to get an file, CSV file with all the audience present in this data extension to your local machine. So here you can see, let me come into my local right now. You can see this file. So you can see all these records in the data extension into your local machine by clicking on this export button. Now come to the vice versa point. In the vice versa, if you want if client gives a particular file to you, and he have given a file to you and he asked you that all the audience present in this data extension need to be imported into your particular, all the audience present in this particular file need to be imported into your data extension. And if you want to import a file into a marketing cloud data extension, you need to utilize this option called import. With the help of this import option, you are going to import the data into your data extension. Now let me unsave the file. Now I'm going to delete all the records present in this data extension. So I'm going to click on this clear records. Right now, my data extension has 0 records. Now the client has provided me a file and is asking me that please import this file into a data extension. Now right now we don't have any records in this DE. Now I'm going to import via now we are going to call it as a manual import. We are not using any automation, right? If you are going to use an automation to import the data, it is called automated import. If you are going to manually import the data into a data extension, we are going to call it manual one. So click on import data into the data extension. Here you need to choose a file. Click on choose a file. Here I'm going to use this file called 125 Christmas sale. Now all the records present in this particular file are going to be added into my data extension. Now click on next. Now here you are going to map the headings present in the file. So basically in your data extension as well as in the CSV file, the headings are same, right? Here you can simply see SK, country, email, if name. So the headers are same. If the headers are different in the file as well as data extension, you can map by the ordinal name. Or if you want to map manually, you can also map like in this way. So here you are going to see the here at this juncture you are going to see the headers present in the file. Here you are going to see the headers present in your data extension. If you want to map manually, if there are any spellings are different, you can map manually, or else you can simply, if the spellings are same in the both file as well as in the data extension, you can simply map by header row. Then click on next, click on finish. Now it is going to take a couple of minutes of time, then the records will be imported into the data extension. So in this way, you can also manually import the data into the data extension. Let me click on done. Let me refresh the DE. So here you can see the records have been added into the data extension. So in this way, if you want to export the data, you can click on the export button, you can export it, or else if you want to import the data into a data extension, you can simply import it. So any queries, guys, in this standard data extension? Or let me start the second type of data extension.
I'm good.
Okay, then here I'm going to create the second type of data extension, which is a filtered data extension. So what is a filtered data extension? So this filter is data extension is nothing but we are going to add some rules on a particular standard data extension, and we are going to filter out the data on basis of the rule which we have created. So this is if you see this data extension it is a standard data extension, where you can see the type is standard. Previously we have created this is also a standard data extension. Now if you come to the records into it, you can see 11 subscribers are present in this data extension, and these all are the records. If you see here, there are subscribers with country equal to India, UK, and USA. And now client came to me, and client is going to ask me that, hey, from this particular data extension called Aharsh, I want only those subscribers whose country equal to India, and I want those subscribers to be added into another data extension. So that is nothing but if you want to filter a set of subscribers from a data extension and you want only those subscribers in another data extension, then we are going to use this filter option, and we are going to add rules, and we are going to filter out the data. Now, to create a filter data extension, you can simply click on this filter button on the right top. After clicking on this filter button, you are going to add the filter rules. Here I want the subscribers whose country equal to India into a separate data extension. So, country is equal to. So here you need to give the exact spelling of that particular value in the filter. So here I'm going to click on save and build. Here you need to give the name of the audience. Name of the.
Is this case sensitive?
Yeah, it is case sensitive.
Okay.
So here you need to give the name of the new data extension. So here I have named the data extension as India_DA. Click on save. Now you can see a new filter data extension has been created. Here you can see that type as filtered. It is not a standard data extension. Now it is a filtered data extension. Now if you come to the records, yeah, it is taking time to process. Let us wait for a couple of minutes. Once processing is done, all the subscribers whose country value is equal to India are going to be, yeah, you can see the records have been added. Let me go out of it and let me open it again. It's loading. Till then, let us see whether that, okay, it has been, okay. Come to records. So here you can see in the new data extension, which is a filter data extension, you are going to see only those subscribers whose country equal to India. So this is a filter data extension. So filter data is nothing but if there is any master data extension, if client wants to filter out only some set of subscribers, or let us suppose there is some flags present in your data extension and you want those subscribers with those flags on, those flags off. And if you want only subscribers who's on the basis of gender, if all the subscribers with gender equal to male into a separate data extension, or the subscriber whose country equal to India. So if you want to segment the data on basis of any rule into another DA, you are going to make a you are going to create a simply a filter data extension. You're going to add the condition and you are going to build a new data extension, and it is going to filter out the data on the basis of the rule which you have applied. Here you can see Harsh is your source data extension. On this data extension, you have applied a filter called country is equal to India. So from this data extension, the subscribers whose country value matches to India are added into this new separate data extension. So in this way, a filter data extension is going to be created. So any queries, guys? And there are a couple of use cases in this filter data extension also, which you are going to see while we are going to start this automation part. So any queries on this standard data extension and filter data extension? Pritam, Prashant, Avi, Kavya.
No problem.
Yeah, and that the final and the last type of the data extension is the random data extension. So if you see here in this data extension, there are totally 11 records. In the real time, while you are going to work on projects, each and every data extension may have millions of records. Like one data extension of 20 million, one data extension of 30 million, one data extension has 500K or 5 million records. Now, while client are going to query, it means we are going to query on the query is nothing but to retrieve data, we are going to write some SQL, right? So let us suppose a client is querying on any of the data extension. and the database has 20 million records. If there are lots of data or records present in a data extension, your SQL query may get timeout and you may face some timeout issues. Now client came to you and client is going to say that, hey Pritham, your database has 20 million records. It is huge to me to query on this. Please cut this data extension into 3 random parts. Or cut this data extension into 3 equal parts so that it will be 3 equal chunks. So it will be easy for me to write SQL query and to run the query on the small set of audience. So if it is the case, if you want to uh, divide a big data extension into a multiple chunks, then we are going to use this option called random data extension. So if you want to create a random data extension, you can simply click on this button here in the middle. You can split. Here you can create the number of chunks which you want. Here I want to divide this database into 3 equal parts. So here I'm going to add 3 data extensions, 1, 2, 3. Now here you need to name the each and every segment. So here I'm going to name it as arch underscore segment underscore 1. And here I'm going to name each and every segment. Now here you need to give the percentage of audience is going to move into each and every chunk. So the first chunk I want 40% of audience. In the second data extension, I want 30% of audience. Or let us keep 50%. And in the third segment, I want 10% of audience. Click on save and build. Now, these 3 data extensions are going to be created with the percentage of data which we have added here. So let me click on OK. Now it will take 1 minute of time to create the new databases. So let me search whether those data extensions have been created or not. So here you can see these data extensions have been created. So you can see for the first chunk we have given 40% of records, right? So it has took so there are in your parent data extension there are total 11 records. For the first chunk we have given 40%. So in this data extension you can see 4 records have been added. And for the second chunk, we have given 50%. So you can see 6 records have been added. For the last chunk, we have given 10%. So you can see only 1 record added. So all these, so there will be no same records will be in these data extensions. So it is going to cut your parent D into 3 equal parts or 3 random parts. So if I open it here, so in all these 3 different data extensions, there will be no any same records. All the records will be unique. So as we have given 50% of audience need to be added into the segment B, so that here you can see 6 records have been added. So as per the percentage of audience we have given while we are going to create the random D, those many percent of audience will be added into that particular data extension. So as you can see 6 records have been added. And in the remaining chunk, you can see the remaining audience have been added. So underscore seg. You can see for this we have given only 10% of audience. So only 1 record have been added. So in this way you are going to create the random data extension. Here you can see that type as random, and here you can see the source data extension is the hours. So guys, in this way we have created the random DE. Guys, any query on this?
No, Prithvi, but that the random data extension size is showing as 9%.
Because see, in your target DE, it is called hours. Their total 11
Mm-hmm.
records are present. It is an odd number, right? Odd number, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is not possible to cut into three equal parts if it is an odd number. So in
Mm-hmm.
the first chunk we have given 50%. If it is
Mm-hmm.
50% means 50% of 11, 6 audience
Okay.
gone.
Mm-hmm.
And for the second chunk we have 40, we have given 40 means remaining 4% gone. And
Mm-hmm.
and automatically it is saying that only 9 those we have given 10, only 9% of audience have been remained here, right? So it is showing 9, because if it is an even number it will be give the actual number, because it is an odd number, right? So
Okay.
the variation you can see.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So these all are the three different type of uh, data acquisition. I have started this up. I'm explaining this data acquisition before the content part, because while you have created an email and we need to preview that particular email with a data extension. So if you don't have any prior knowledge of it, what is a data extension, it is very difficult to understand this content part. So I have explained this data extension first. Once this content part is completed, then we can explore uh, all these things present in the subscriber section. So guys, any queries in this data extensions? Can I start how to create a simple content in the marketing cloud? How to create an email?
Sure.
So let me start today. How to create a content. I'm not going to take much time. I don't want to confuse you guys. So before starting the creation of an email, let me show you. Let me open another business unit. So let me explain you how to create an email. So in the marketing cloud, to create an email, we are going to do three different sort of things. So the first step is uploading images into marketing cloud. The second step is create content blocks. The third step is add content blocks into a template. So basically, to create an email in the marketing cloud, we are going to follow these three steps. Now, if I come to this content part, here in this content section of the email studio, we are going to create emails or SMS. So here you can see this option called content builder. So we can use this content builder in the email studio, as well as we can create the content in this content builder option also. Now, as we have discussed, in the content section of the marketing cloud, we are going to create emails for it. So these are the steps we are going to follow to create an email inside the marketing cloud. Now today, I will take much time. I don't want to confuse you guys. So I am going to create a basic email template. So here I have navigated the content builder. So this is the parent folder. In this parent folder, you can create your subfolders. So here I'm going to create my own folder called _, practice. So here I'm going to create my emails. No, to create an email, the first step is upload images into marketing cloud. No. Let us download some images from online. Let us create a campaign for a Christmas sale. Let us download some images. Save image. It is a web file. We cannot download it. Let us see whether any JPG or PNG emails available. It is a web file. Yeah, Christmas PNG. Yeah, it's a JPEG. You can use it. So in the marketing cloud, we can able to only upload PNG, JPG, JPEG emails, images only. So let me download some more. Let me download one more image. So now at your download section, you can see these three images are present. Now, the first thing we need to do is we need to upload all these three images into your marketing cloud server. So I'm going to upload the images into my folder. So in this folder, I'm going to create the email. So I don't want my images need to be added in this folder. In this folder, I want my email to be present. So I'm going to create a subfolder called images underscore. In the main folder, I'm going to create the emails, and in my subfolder, I'm going to add the images. So click on create button to upload images into the marketing cloud. The first thing you need to do is you need to upload those images into your marketing cloud. To upload those images, click on create, click on upload, click on content. Once you come to this, you need to select the images you want to upload. Then click on open, upload and publish. Now you can see all these images have been hosted into your marketing cloud. Click on sort uploaded content. Now you can see. Now, for all these images which have been added into the marketing cloud server, you can access these images with the help of this URL. For each and every images which has been hosted into the marketing cloud, a URL will be created. So copy this URL and you can see your image has been hosted. So this image has been hosted into this marketing cloud's SFMC server. Here you can see the endpoint here. And you can access that particular URL of that particular image by clicking on the image, and you can see this option called URL. You can copy it simply, or else if you want URL of this image, click on this drop down, click on this copy published URL button. So the first step we need to do is we need to add the images into the marketing cloud. And the second step we need to do is, so guys, any queries until here? Any queries in how to upload images into the marketing cloud? Pritham, Prashant, Kavya, Abhi, Soumya.
No.
Okay, then the second step we need to do is create content blocks. So basically, what are these content blocks? Content blocks are nothing but uh, we are going to create. Basically, we are going to create an email inside these content blocks by writing HTML, by drag and we have many drag and drop options present, as well as we can also create an email with the help of writing an HTML. So let us create two content blocks. In one of the content block, we use simple drag and drop option, and in another content block, we are going to use HTML to create the content. Now let me copy the HTML from online. Image source HTML. WG schools. Let me take HTML code from this website. Let me copy this. Now, to create a content block, you need to click on this create button and you can see this option called content blocks. So these all are the content blocks present in your content builder. So let us start with a simple content block, which is HTML. Now, with the help of this HTML content block, we are going to create the content by writing HTML. So this is the HTML which I have downloaded from online. So in the marketing cloud, there is no need of writing this body tag, all these things. I'm going to remove it. Now here at this particular source tag, you need to add the URL of your image. So here I'm going to, here I want to create the email with the help of two images. Let me add some breaks here. Now we have hosted our images in this images underscore Prithvi folder, right? So let me copy the URL of this image, copy published URL, replace here. You can see the image as a image have been added. Copy another one, replace here. Here I'm going to write, please grab Christmas offers. Then I'm going to save it. You can see. Let me add another heading, limited stock available. So in this way, you can create the content blocks by writing simple HTML. And you need to name your content block. I'm going to name this content block as Christmas sale offer. So here I have used this Christmas HTML content block to write a simple HTML. Now here I've created one content block. Here I'm going to use another content block also. Now here I'm not writing any HTML. Here I'm going to use some simple drag and drop options. Now here I'm going to use this option called image block. In the image block, I'm not writing any HTML. I'm simply selecting the image that I want to show in the email. When the particular subscriber clicks on any of the on this image, if you want to redirect them to an external website, add a link to it. I want to redirect them to amazon.com. So www.amazon.com. So whenever the particular subscriber clicks on the image, they are going to redirect to this particular URL. Click on save underscore live. So I'm going to name this content block as save underscore live. Click on save. So right now I have created two different content blocks. And the third step is add these content blocks into your template. Now the first step is done, the second step is done. Now the third step is we need to create a template. To create a template, click on create button, click on email message. Here you can, these all are the types of the templates. Now I am going to select a simple template option. These all are the designs of the templates present. Here I'm going to select a blank design. Click on select. Name of the email is Christmas sale. write the subject line, grab the offers, you can write anything here. So basically subject line is nothing but if you open your mailbox, here you can see Zoom is the from name of this particular email. Prashant has joined your meeting is the subject line. Hi Prashant, this is a pre-header. So let me show you another example. For this particular email, Michael's is the from name of the email. We can call it as a sender profile. Ending soon, which sales will choose you. This is the subject line of the email. And score big savings. The unbolded one is the pre-header. So Indigo is the sender profile. Sale end soon is the subject line. Save up to 35% off on hotels. Code RD35 is the pre-header. So you need to define those subject line and pre-header here. And subject line is mandatory. Pre-header is not a mandatory thing. And the third step, as we have discussed, is add those content blocks into the template. So click on this content, drag and drop the content block. So these two are the content blocks which we have created right now, present in the prithvi_practice folder. Drag and drop those into your template interface. I have dragged and dropped here. Below it, I'm dragging and dropping the second content block. Is it added or not? Let me see. Yeah, it's added. Click on preview and test. Now you can see in this way email has been created. I have dragged a duplicate entry. So that you are seeing this one 2 times. So here I have given to the for this particular image block here I've given added link www.amazon.com, right? So whenever a subscriber clicks on this image, it is going to redirect to this particular website or this particular link. In this way, you can redirect your products in your email to your company website, and are going to encourage your subscribers to make some sales or purchases in the company website. So in this way, you're going to create a simple email. So, any guys here? So till now, I just explained in a basic way. Guys, any queries in this flow? So
No.
yeah, today we have created just a simple email. From the upcoming classes, we are going to see all the content blocks, as well as we are going to start the AMP script. So basically, this AMP script we are going to use to create personalized emails, right? So today, please try to create a data extension and please try to import data. Create a CSV file. In that CSV file, add some records and try to import the data into the data extension. After that, upload some images into the marketing cloud and create an email. So try to practice this task today. From tomorrow,
Do we need to use this business unit as 2, or is it fine to use business unit 1?
Business unit 2 has very less emails, so it will be not confusing because business unit 1 has so many emails present.
Okay.
It is a new business unit which was created.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use business unit 2 so that you will be not getting confused.
Sure.
So yeah, so guys, please create your own folders. Here I have my own folder, right? In this way, you guys create your own folders in this business unit 2 and start creating emails.
Okay.
And I'm going to share you a drive link. In the drive link, I'm going to share the session recordings. From the drive link, you can You can also see the recordings and you can practice. If you have any queries, you can call me or you can see the recording. And I will share you the drive link by today EOD.
Sure, Prithvi. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Let us meet tomorrow.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Prithvi.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.